Should be. So we can get started. We'll do that, but let's make sure you get situated where you need to be. Okay, so tell us this Prana. No buzzing yet. Okay, who's there's something you know. Oh, okay, all right. Then you go do that. Um, okay, so Spencer, just tell us who should be sitting here. Prana is right here. Ling is right here. Okay, I'm putting it on the go. Pranav is red 5. Okay. Ling is red 4. Adyan is red 3. LED is red up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then over on the race. Okay, and then green 4 is Brandon Green is Twitter. All right, so remember in this round, we're at 40. Hey, I'm at 40, not 40. Shoot for my brother. Okay, all right, so players, focus. All right, let's do a quick buzzer check and then we get started. So, wait, so start in order. Lee, Aja, Kate, Susie, Luca, and Edward. Okay, we're in green here. So front us your school, that's okay. Trust me. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. California. Okay. What's that? I'm from California. I go to basis. Okay. Nice. I go to Master Elementary School. Okay. They is Sydney. Okay. My name is Suga. I'm from Washington. And I go to Open University. Okay. My name is Eddie. I'm from Florida. And I'm home. Okay. All right. So players, I want you to focus because we're going to start. Okay. We're going to start the round now. Okay. So don't buzz unless you mean it. It's fine. Right. Okay. Don't let them mistake. Okay. I'm going to restart. Okay. All right, players. Look. 1. This building was constructed on the site of the artificial lake of the Domos Aurea, the Palace of Nero, originally known as the Flavian Amphitheater. This building would hold. Say it again. Coliseum? No, I'm sorry. Colosseum. That's correct. Yeah, I just transposed the consonants, unfortunately, and that's good for 5. Excuse me. So, I think they meant the same. I understand that. Except consonants, that's unfortunately incorrect. Okay. All right, number 2. Defocus. Photograph taken during this battle depicts Davis Hargraves aiming his Thompson submachine gun while EAR rifleman Gabriel Chavarria attempts the neutral cross Buona Ridge. War correspondent Bertie Kyle died in a machine gun attack in this battle, where Lieutenant General Simon Bolivar Buckner Jr. was killed due to artillery. Called a typhoon of steel. For the points, what 1945 battle took place in the Ryukyu Islands of Japan and followed the Battle of Iwo Jima? Sorry. -1. Time, it's Okinawa. Both, but again, you said Okinawa. Number 3. This archaeological site was discovered in 1974 by farmers digging a well near the city of Linton. Bronze chariots and weapons found at this site include chromium-coated blades that remain unusually well preserved. Constructed during the reign of the first emperor of the Qin dynasty, this site lies near the mausoleum of Qin Shi Huang. For the point, leave this vast collection of clay soldiers. That's good for 4 points. Okay. That's 4 to come out. Okay. Okay, and here we go. Here on number 4. Managed by General Sincharuka, this empire fought the Kurumampas and Mapuche people in a battle described by Garcilaso de la Vega, Battle of the Maulan. This empire became the Timor Empire in the 15th century conflict after which Queen attacked from his son Foscar. This empire, all led with a points. Good, yes. Susan. 5. This country signed the Treaty of Craiova with its southern neighbor, ceding the region of the Bruchos. Under Ion and Trieste, this country captured Bessarabia during Operation Newton in the early stages of Operation Barbarossa. On Christmas, Germany, on Christmas Day 1989, this country executed its former leader and his wife, Elena, the only violent revolution during the fall of the Eastern Bloc. Nicolae Ceausescu led for the point what Balkan country formed by the unification of Moldavia and Wallachia and governed from Bucharest. Romania is good for 3 points. Churches built by colonial settlers from this country include St. James the Kingising and Gloria Dei. Gloria Dei in Philadelphia. Colonists from this country is credited with bringing the rainbow apple to America, and many of its best-known settlers arrived on the Kalmar Niku. Many of this country's colonial settlements along Brandywine Creek were conquered by the Dutch in 1655. Further points, Canada is a Nordic country that colonized Fort Christina in present-day Delaware, with settlers traveling from places like Stockholm. Good for 3. Okay, number 7. One treaty concerning this river granted the USA navigation rights through a Spanish-controlled port, the 1795 Pygmies Treaty. This river became strategically vital. That's good for 5. Number 8. This country's president was opposed in protest by a group called Super, whose member, Akita Sassen, lifted a denim shirt and stated that it was their flag. In 2006, electoral fraud prompted demonstrations in this country's Jeans Revolution. This country's leader has governed since 1994 as the longest-serving president in Europe and has been referred to as Europe's last dictator. For the point, name is an Eastern European nation that is led by Alexander Lukashenko from Germany, from Minsk. Russia for 3. Belarus. Number 9. This battle, Sergeant Daniel Kanebe was dispatched to request additional ammunition. Kicking there painted this battle with himself alongside Raven Face and 2 other Native American leaders. This battle, which took place in Throat territory, pitted American cavalrymen against Lakota's under the command of Sitting Bull and Crazy Horse. For the point in this battle. Good for 4 points. Here's 10. And scored. This city took control of Lesbos and Chios following the 1261 Byzantine reconquest of Constantinople, maintaining influence in the eastern Mediterranean. This republic controlled the colony of Gazaria and Crimea during the siege of Kaffa, contributed to the introduction of the bubonic plague in Europe, ruling from Liguria and controlling Corsica. For the points, what was this historical rival of Venice? No, minus 1. Times Genoa. Okay, let's score Genoa. Yeah.
Santiago is at 0, Ling is at 0, Pranav is at 6, Susie is at 10, Good is at 0, Edwin is at 3. We still have a lot of questions left.
Okay.
Question.
11.
No negative. There's no negative?
No, there are.
Oh.
Yeah. You mark with thanks. Yes. All right, 11. One early phase of this event saw peasants attack manor houses during the panic known as the Great Fear, prompting the abolition of feudal privileges on the night of August 4th. The execution of one monarch during this event was followed by the Reign of Terror, during which the Committee of Public Safety, dominated by Maximilian Robespierre, sent thousands to the guillotine. French Revolution. Good for 5. 12. In the second reply to Hayne, this politician described American sentiment by stating liberty and union now and forever one and inseparable. The Secretary of State, Millard Fillmore, won the case Dartmouth College v. Woodward for the points, named as Massachusetts politician who formed the Great Triumvirate with Henry Clay and John Calhoun. Time. This is Daniel Webster. 13. One failed uprising on this island culminated in the 1601 Battle of Kinsale, after which leading nobles fled in the flight of the earls. Massive emigration followed the mid-19th century Great Famine, worsened by a potato blight. The 1916 Easter Rising partition created a predominantly Protestant northern region on this island. Ireland is good for 5. Okay, here's 14. A state that was established by followers of this religion under Ranjit Singh captured Lahore. It was the last major region in South Asia to be annexed to the British. The Singh Sabha movement was a movement to revitalize this religion, and the collective body of this religion, the Khalsa, was established by Guru Gobind Singh. Further points, it is major religion from the Punjab region, based on the teachings of Guru Nanak and IAC. Sikhism is correct for 4 points. 15. This agency conducted a controversial COINTEL program which surveyed and disrupted groups ranging from civil rights organizations to anti-war activists. In the 1930s, this agency pursued gangsters such as John Dillinger, Pretty Boy Floyd, and Babyface Nelson, helping cultivate its G-Man image. For the points, named as U.S. law enforcement and intelligence agency, whose first director, J. Edgar Hoover, expanded its authority starting in 1924. CIA. Yeah. Yes. That was good. Okay. All right, here's 16. This founder of the Nationalist Party was also a former. It's okay, we'll do a square check at 20. Okay. This founder of the Nationalist Party was also a former leader of the Democratic Socialist Party, Mapai. This person led his country to secure control of a Muslim-majority region called the Triangle. Menachem Begin proposed this leader, who in 1948 proclaimed his country's independence. For the points, named as first Prime Minister of Israel. Fine, this is David Ben Gurion. 17. The Norse attack of Ragnarok inspired this composer's opera, Twilight of the Gods. This composer adapted dramatic folklore for works such as Siegfried and Lohengrin. Music of this author, Judaism in Music, was promoted by the Nazis. For the points, named as German nationalist composer, non-Beethovenmeister of the Ring cycle. Time. This is Wagner. 18. Excuse me. Yeah. I heard exactly the same question in with another man. I don't think so, but I'll talk to the record. But certainly possible and similar questions. Great. Let's play 18 first. Focus. King Alfonso V of Portugal received an epithet as landmass due to his conquest of Tangier. Another man received a name as landmass won a victory at the Battle of Zama. For the points. Understood. For the points, name this continent the source of an epithet applied to a Roman general Scipio in the Second Punic War. On Europe, the location of countries like Tunisia. Go for free. 19. This ruler, with his son, Henry VI, issued the Peace of Constance, which replaced the truce dictated by the Treaty of Venice. The forces of this emperor were defeated at the Battle of Legnano by the Lombard League. For the points, named as Holy Roman Emperor, who joined the Third Crusade and drowned trying to cross the Salif River. No, Richard Wellington. No, not Frederick the Great. So, right. 20. In 1956, the nationalization of this group by Gamal Abdel Nasser triggered a military intervention by Britain, France, and Israel that ended under pressure from the USA and the Soviet Union. For the points, named as a canal, opened in 1869, Suez Canal, or right now, let's check out 20.
Alright, we have Atian with 13, we have Ling with -1, we have Pranav with 4, we have Edwin with 10, we have Luca with -1, we have Susie with 7. Anyone's game.
Okay. Alright, 21. Here we go. Mardavich the Great attempted to restore this religion to power by launching a rebellion against the Abbasids, but was murdered by his servants. The sugar in the milk legend refers to one population of this religion arriving in India and forming the Parsi ethnic group. Some of this religion's texts were written in Avestan by a namesake prophet, displaced by Islam. For the points, what was this faith that worshipped Zoroaster? Was the official religion of the Persian Empire and was the former major religion of Iran. Yes. This is now not Islamic, it's Zoroastrianism. Yeah. Second. Skill and his aid may have originated out of the Bangas Colorados offered him to help co-chiefs, after which he attacked Mexican soldiers. Surrendering to Charles Gatewood, points, who was this leader of the Apache people? Time, this is okay, 3. His husband of Frank Armstrong Crawford attempted to take revenge on Daniel Drew, triggering the Erie War. This man joined 2 services into the New York Central and Hudson River Railroad and ordered the construction of the Grand Central Depot. For the points, Ames Railroad nicknamed the Commodore, who lends his name to a Nashville university. This is Cornelius Vanderbilt, right? 44. This native Dutch speaker gave a speech comparing the treatment of white women at the Women's Convention in Akron. Points, named as an anti-slavery speaker, gave the speech by a woman. Good. All right, 25. Until 1992, this structure housed the world's first flight simulator ride called the Tour of the Universe. Its location's glass floor was installed in 1994. This building was the tallest freestanding structure in the world before it was surpassed in 2007 by the Burj Khalifa. Say it again. No, not that. But the point's named as broadcast tower and tourist attraction in that's for 4. And then we said, okay, 20, that's after 25. So 5 to play. Let's get a score check.
We have Atian with 11, Ling with -1, Pranav with 3, Susie with 6, Luca with 6, Edwin with 9.
Right. No. You're number 2. Top 3. Okay, players, page 26. We'll do another score check after 28, okay? That's 26, focus. In 1762, this non-European city was captured by Britain in a 7 years war before being returned to Spain. It's 2. Before being returned to Spain in exchange for Florida under the Treaty of Paris. With the Spanish-American War, increasing U.S. influence helped make this city a center for gambling and organized crime, with figures like Meyer Lansky investing there. For the points, what Caribbean city became the capital of a communist state led by Fidel Castro? Havana is good. Okay, 27. This country became a protectorate of the UK in exchange for defense against the Brooke family's white Rajas of Sarawak. During the reign of Omar Ali Sufidian, a left-wing revolt broke out in this country to prevent it from being incorporated into Malaysia. Bolkiah ibn Sulaiman ruled for the points, a sultanate located on the island of Brunei and governed from Bandar Seri. Not that. Governed from Bandar Seri Begawan. Nine, yes, we're close, but nine is correct. 3. Okay, 28 in the score check. Future Governor Mike DeWine attacked this man at the slaughter. What on earth has this man done? This man was one of the military test pilots selected for the Mercury 7 mission. He served as a senator from Ohio from 1974 to 1999, achieving his most notable feat on the French 7 points split astronaut. Don't play. Good work. Okay, so now let's do a score check with 2 to play. And maybe if you can go for
Yeah. Right now we've got
lowest odds. We go from lowest to highest.
Layton currently has -1. Susie has 6. Adnan and Pranav both have 7. And Luca and Edwin both have 9.
Okay, so it's very, very close. Okay, with 2 questions to go. Pay careful attention. Lowest players, here's 29. In response to colonial rule, this country's Abaco political party was headed by Joseph Casa Vubu, whose presidency saw the breakaway of the Katanga region. Supporters of Moise Tshombe, who headed that separatist region, assassinated his country's first prime minister, Patrice Lumumba, and the U.S. supported his longtime leader, Mobutu Sese Seko, when it was known as Zaire. DRC, I can take that points, yes, to Susie. Okay. Okay, so with that buzz, Susie goes into the lead. It's got 10 points, but Luca and Evan are right behind it for 9, and Adjan and Pranav also both right behind it 7. Okay, this is the last question, national title at stake. Pay careful attention. It's not in Europe, but this city, which was the headquarters of the Bank of Italy, had an immigration center called Angel Island that ranked second only to Ellis Island, a number of immigrants to America that passed through it. This city later became associated. San Francisco is good for 5 points. And okay. So looking at it, this is a tiebreaker, okay? Sudden victory, right? Somebody's got to get it right. A neg does not mean you lose, okay? Somebody needs to get it right. Don't get it right, then go to the next one. Okay.
It's only you 2.
Okay, just to Luca and Edgar. All right, good. The Fifth Republic movement was led by a future leader of this country, founded the social movement NDR 200, named Hugo Chavez. For the point, named a South American country where in 2026, U.S. forces captured Nicolas Maduro during a raid on Caracas. Venezuela.
Eddie, be a good sport. Eddie, be a good sport. Come on, your friends won. Come on, that's good.
Oh, that's so now to call them what things starting place.
In sixth place, congratulations on reaching the finals. We have Ling John. In third place,